Hello friends. If death is inevitable, then all we can do is die, and hope for the best. But perhaps we don't have to die. Many respectable scientists now believe that humans can overcome death and achieve immortality through the use of future technologies. But how will we do this? Let's find out. 1. Nanotech cellular repairs. Nanotech, that is microscopic machines and materials that can build and fix stuff, is quickly becoming to our culture what atomic energy was to the 1950s, a world-changing technology that, in science fiction stories, always creates monsters. It's easy to get carried away with what nanotech will be capable of. There will be limitations, just as there are with any technology. But it's also hard not to get excited. Because these techniques aren't just theoretical. Scientists have successfully used nanotech to repair optic nerves in blind hamsters, by building a custom synthetic molecule that, when injected, arranges itself into a nanofiber to repair the nerve. They are working on nanorobots that would target and kill cancer cells like tiny hunter killers. The futuristers while thinks, we are less than 20 years away from a nanotech immortality revolution, but again, we admit it's hard to stick a deadline on this sort of thing. Still, the concept is sound. It's simply a more advanced, less invasive form of medicine that could someday detect and repair body disease and trauma at a cellular level. It would make today's surgeons look like clumsy cavemen. Kurzweil takes it even further, saying that, if we make our tiny machines advanced enough, then we could theoretically replace the nuclei of our cells with nanocomputers that would do a faster, more efficient job than the shitty nucleus that evolution left us with. 2. Mind uploading. Mind uploading is exactly what it sounds like, backing up your entire mind to a computer. This is one of those ideas that sounds ridiculous but could be closer than you think. The hardware certainly isn't far away. Scientific estimates vary wildly as to how much computer hardware it would take to mimic your brain, because the human brain stores information in a completely different way than your computer. For instance, if you just count up the neurons, its raw storage is only a few gigabytes, that is, less than the thumb-size USB drive you have at your desk, but the brain uses a flexible system that lets it store something closer to 2.5 petabytes, that is, 2,500 terabytes, worth of information. That kind of storage is commonplace in computers. Obviously, we don't have computers capable of mimicking or hosting human thought processes, mostly because we don't understand enough about how the brain retrieves thoughts and memories. But in terms of sheer hardware horsepower, we could probably build something capable of doing it once they figure out how it would work. So this may actually be less sci-fi than the rest of the list. Scientists have already made working neural interfaces for computers and robots and have even created simulated animal brains using supercomputers. These are the first steps to recording a human mind digitally, called whole brain emulation. Then you could create a digital backup of you, in case something awful happened. 3. Unlocking what your genes can already do. The breakdown in our cells that causes us to get frail and wrinkly is a specific set of defects that science is just now starting to pin down. By all rights we shouldn't have to get old. After all, nature has plenty of examples of animals that suffer the whims of weather and disease, but if left alone in a germ and disaster-free habitat would effectively live forever, including tortoises, certain jellyfish and some plants. With us, there is that enzyme, telomerase, which acts like the little plastic thingy on the end of your shoelaces for your DNA. It keeps the ends of your DNA from unraveling. Unfortunately, Every time your cells divide, some of this is lost, meaning you are breaking your body's ability to regenerate itself every time you grow or heal. Medical scientists are finding ways to either rejuvenate telomerase or prevent its loss in the first place. If they succeed, that could effectively halt or even reverse the aging process. At that point, youth could not only be wasted on the young, but also completely blown on the elderly, who would likely forget all their hard-earned wisdom with their reinstated endurance. And one way or the other, the answer to aging is in our genes. And gene therapy, that is, manipulating the genes inside our cells to treat disease, is already a thing. It's just a matter of getting better at it. Futurists Ray Kurzweil and Dr. Terry Grossman think that eventually we could not only block disease-causing genes, but even introduce new genes that, in addition to preventing aging, also may cause some augmentations like changing your eye color or making you glow in the dark. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell. Give a thumbs up, comment and share.